idea, insight, or sales secret you need for massive impact is just moments away. It's time to get more clients. Hello and welcome to Get More Clients. I am your host, Lynn Whitbeck. Business owners and entrepreneurs hire me to ignite winning sales because most are chasing down leads, lack client retention, conversion, and profit. The mission of this show is to share Fortune 500 sales secrets to help you open the vault to your greater business success. Now, there are techniques that we all use in sales to keep us positive, to build our resilience, to keep going at it every day, no matter how many no's we get, because we know, K-N-O-W, that a no, N-O, is a pathway to yes. And this is one of the most important things, to have this type of attitude and this pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and get back on the horse, get back into the go-kart, climb that rope, whatever it happens to be. And I have a technique that I have used for many years now that is incredibly effective. And I'm going to be talking about that on the show today. Now, last week, I shared what most people miss in sales and how to stop the pain. And today, I'm going to be discussing how to embrace joy and build your sales resiliency. So this is one of those things that is one of the best and most effective tools that I have found, and it's called the chair of joy. So renewing joy injects energy and resilience into your sales success. When you experience joy, it fosters positivity, motivation, resilience, creativity, and overall improved well-being. By the end of today's show, you will know why sales professionals, business owners, entrepreneurs, and everyone in the world should take time to tend to their mental health and cultivate feelings of calm, what it means to build resilience and how it can benefit your sales, and how joy injects energy and resilience into your sales success, into your life success. Joy is contagious. When you exude positivity and happiness, it will positively impact your interactions with your prospects, clients, and stakeholders. And the chair of joy method is a proven pathway to reframe and achieve your sales goals. So as we dive into this, I'm going to absolutely reveal the chair of joy. Don't you worry about that. But let's just sort of dive into this first one. Why? The big why. Why should you, as a professional sales, a business owner, an entrepreneur, a human being, take time to tend to your mental health and cultivate feelings of calm through revitalizing joy? So it's pretty obvious, right? But let's just go into this, because there have been so many scientific studies done on the benefits of joy and really cultivating joy. Renewing joy isn't just about boosting your sales success, which is what we talk about on Get More Clients. It's also about prioritizing your overall well-being. When you prioritize activities and experiences that bring you joy inside and outside of work, you're investing in your mental health and your emotional health. This, in turn, will increase your resilience, productivity, and effectiveness in your sales results. And I want us to really look at this. Let's say, take an example of two women who grew up in the same town. They went to the same state college, got the same degree, came back to their hometown, and yet 20 years down the road, one of those individuals was running a successful 8-figure business. And the other one was a manager in that business. So what's the difference? Because the person who was running that business had really embraced how to incorporate joy into her life so that setbacks were part of the journey, that she recognized a setback was something she could learn from, that she could leverage, that she could figure out how to do something different the next time, and incremental improvements. It wasn't luck. They had the same background, the same education, the same original skill set. But the business owner of an 8-figure company had embraced joy and incorporated it into her culture and environment within her business so that everyone felt nurtured. Everyone felt that they could show up and be their best self. Everyone knew that if there was a setback, if there was a challenge, even in that moment, they had a way that they could address it in 60 seconds or less so they could reframe their mindset and get back to the task at hand. And that's the technique that I'm going to be sharing with you. So let's look at the next part of this. What does it mean to build resilience and how can it benefit your sales? Sales can be tough, and it's often an unpredictable field. Rejection is the norm, all right, and common. Deals may not always go as planned. People don't call you back. People don't show up for meetings. People you know really well, past clients, people that you've built a strong rapport to. However, when you have a sense of joy and fulfillment, you know that you're really good at what you do and that you can create a positive impact on that prospect's business, that existing client, to grow their business. That you have worthy intent, you truly desire to help and serve your clients. You are much better equipped to bounce back from the day-to-day setbacks. Sometimes it feels like minute to minute because you have encompassed a culture within yourself so that you look at setbacks or challenges or when things go sideways as opportunities. You reframe them with joy, and embracing that joy, you can look at the positive side of any situation, because while there is a shadow side to things that are great, there's also that silver lining for things that are more difficult to get through. When you experience joy, it often translates into a more positive attitude. In sales, maintaining a positive outlook despite rejections or challenges is crucial to your success. A positive attitude will attract prospects, clients, stakeholders. You're going to build rapport more easily, and it's going to drive your motivation to persist, to follow up, even in the face of setbacks. Joy is a powerful motivator. When you feel joyful, you're more likely to be energized and driven to achieve your goals. This heightened motivation can propel you to take action. That's right. You're actually going to do those follow-ups. You're going to make calls. You're going to engage with prospects more effectively. And ultimately, increase your sales. Help more people. Create a lot more impact. So I'm going to tell you a personal story that's connected to really embracing this idea of joy and how it can reframe a dark situation. And many of you may know this story that my late husband was diagnosed with terminal cancer. And, that was a very dark time. He was prognosed to have 6 months to a year to live. And after the first diagnosis, honestly, I threw myself a 1 week pity party. It was like, I just picked up the TV remote and I'd start crying. I would do the laundry and I was moving stuff, I'd start crying. But even though I didn't have the technique of the Joy back then, I had always embraced joy in my culture, my own personal environment, our family, my own life. And this helped me look at, well, was there a silver lining? Yeah, that's hard, right? Death is a natural part of life. It's about the journey. It's about the life well lived. I was able to really use my embrace of joy to reframe that situation from, the pity party and the darkest tunnel that, this was a journey that we were going to go on, and it could be an amazing journey. We could make precious memories along that journey. And it is the thing I am most proud of in my life. Oh, as I get choked up. And that's okay too. So that's my personal story of how joy and how embracing joy truly transformed a very dark situation. So for you, how does joy inject energy and resilience into your sales success? Joy stimulates creativity. It helps you think outside the box. It helps you look at things differently. It is so amazing because it helps you sort of take back your own power. In sales, being creative in your approach to solving problems, addressing client needs, and closing deals will set you apart from your competition, right? Because you're the one they want to work with, because you're so capable and credible, and you're just going to take the ball and run with it. You're going to come to them with solutions. You're not just going to dump something into their lap. Renewed joy sparks fresh ideas and innovative strategies that lead you to greater success. And I said this at the top of the show. Joy is contagious. People want to be around happy people, and joy is different than happiness. It's similar, but it's really embracing the things that are around you. When you exude positivity and happiness, it will positively impact your interactions with prospects, clients, stakeholders, your family, friends. Building strong relationships is key in sales, and a joyful demeanor can help you establish rapport, trust, and ultimately long-term partnerships. Now, I want to add a caveat to this. This does not mean that you have to be falsely, and you should never be falsely happy. I threw myself a 1 week pity party when my late husband was diagnosed with cancer. And that's okay. We need to have that part of ourselves. We need to have a sounding board, a trusted friend and confidant in sales when, we lose a big deal, when we lose a client, when something goes horribly haywire after we've worked so hard to move a prospect to guide them to become a client. But when you embrace joy, you're able to rebound, you're able to reframe, you're able to look for the lesson, the opportunity, right? The silver lining. So I've promised you the chair of joy technique. Now it's 4 steps. It's to sit, breathe, think and feel. So I'm going to walk us through this right now. When you sit, you can sit anywhere, any chair, anywhere. Doesn't even have to be a chair. You could be in a kayak. You could be on a bike. You can be in a ski lift. All right. So, but if you have a favorite chair that you can easily go to that. But once again, any chair, anywhere. And when you sit in your chair or a picnic bench or the kayak, sit up straight, really put your shoulders back. And you can also visualize the chair that you're in. So if you're at an airport, you can visualize a chair of where you would want to be. I like a chair that's out on my deck looking at the water, right, with my garden in front. So this is a great way to visualize a chair wherever you are in the moment. All right, so we're sitting. That's the first step. We're going to visualize our fabulous chair. You can close your eyes or not. And the second step is to breathe. Now, I assume that you all know how to breathe. But here's the thing, we need to breathe in a more, thoughtful manner. So I follow 5 breaths that I hold for 5 counts. So I breathe in through the nose, I hold for 5, and I want to fill my whole belly. So breathe in for a count of 5, hold for a count of 5, and then exhale once again through my nose and a count of 5. And this is a natural calming technique that helps you really, once again, get prepared to reframe in that moment. And let's do it right now because it doesn't take long. All right, breathe in, hold for 5, exhale for 5. And then we're going to repeat that. I did it once, 4 more times. Breathe in, hold for 5, exhale for 5. So keep doing that. Right? Breathe in, hold for 5, exhale for 5. 2 more. Breathe in, hold for 5, exhale for 5. Last one. Breathe in for 5, hold for 5, exhale for 5. Now, step number 3, we're going to think. I want you to think about a time that was incredibly joyful. Maybe you closed a huge deal that you had been working on. This what happened to me, and it happens to me still so many times. And that feeling of euphoria, that the hard work that you put into attracting and gliding that client along to closing the sale is amazing. I mean, it's like woof, woof, let's have a dance party. And I want you to think about that moment, and how you felt and how it just tingles all the way to your toes. Really be in that moment. Sorry. And as you're thinking about this great, maybe it's a situation where you had a client who was really unhappy, but you were able to do the emotional repair and guide them through to a positive state where you recovered from the error. And then 3 months down the road, they awarded you a new contract, no more business. Oh, how does that make you feel? This is step 4. Think about the feelings. How proud you were that you had stayed with this situation where your client had been unhappy. How you leaned into that and really let them express themselves. How that made you feel that you were there to be supportive. that you were there holding their hand as they processed what had happened so that they could move forward. How that made you feel when you were on that other side. And your client was happy. They were confident. They knew that you would be there for them and take care of them when something went wrong. Why, that feels so good, doesn't it? So really, you hold that feeling. So there you have it. Sit, breathe, think, and feel. You go through those 4 steps, and I took it out further, but if you can imagine, you can do that in 60 seconds or less. You can do it anywhere, anytime, any chair. And in that moment, it just helps you reframe your mindset in that moment to get back to a better place, a place that has a world open up of opportunity, a world open up for seeing the silver lining, a world that opens up to more positive opportunities and outcomes. Renewing joy injects energy and resilience into sales success by fostering a positive mindset, increasing motivation, building resilience to setbacks, stimulating creativity, improving relationships, and promoting overall well-being. And the Chair of Joy method, sit, breathe, think, and feel, is your proven pathway to reframe and achieve your goals. And if you'd like to know more about the Chair of Joy and this methodology and go through a 5-day challenge and learn the technique, you can go to Joyly, JOYELY.com, joyly.com. That is where I learned the Chair of Joy technique. And they have so many things that you can participate in to really learn how to embrace joy. Yesterday I was on a call and it was just a group of people who came together to bring more joy into their day, into their week, into their life. I'm going to add that link down below. Now I have a question for you. What was your biggest takeaway from this episode? I would love to hear it. It's important to support the things you love. And if you loved this episode, a 5-star review really helps keep the show coming to you regularly. Also, if you want to get more sales strategies to grow your business I want you to make sure that you subscribe right now. Go ahead and do that. And click those 5 stars. Today, I explored how to embrace joy and build your sales resiliency. Now, I will want to share again the link to Joyly. I'm going to put that into the message notes so that you have, and this technique is 1 click away. If you want to get results even faster in your sales, I invite you to download my sales strategy checklist at petitetoqueen.com/checklist. This has been Lynn Whitbeck, the host of Get More Clients, and I will see you next time.